There's this enormous mystery waiting to be unlocked. And the BRAIN Initiative will change that by giving scientists the tools they need to get a dynamic picture of the brain in action and better understand how we think and how we learn and how we remember.
The presidential scar gazers, I put scar in quotes. There are people out there, especially in that newfangled think tank that is the blogosphere, who have suddenly become very, very interested in President Obama's hair, or rather what's in between his hair follicles, making the round and inspiring a bunch of carefully considered opinions about whether that is a scar or a new scar on President Obama's head. Did the president have brain surgery and not tell anyone? Or how is that, and if he did, how has that affected his thinking? Is that why he needs a teleprompter, people have asked online? Is this why he doesn't want anyone to see his birth certificate, people have asked?
What is still true is that there's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain. Part of our brain that if somebody looks different or sounds different, that there's a part of us that is cautious. And what we have to do is fight against that.
But this woman thinks that there is an alien that has been implanted into the back of Barack Obama's head. Take a look at the video.
Here's the one scar on the left side of his head, and this is the rest of the picture. Going up a little bit, and if you look closely, you can see what I discovered. They have implanted a reptilian in the back of his head. Look at the jagged teeth, look at the reptilian eyes, the nose. What is this on Obama's head? What is that thing? It almost looks like wires, implanted wires. It's not a vein. Veins don't look like that. It shows up so clearly. I think he must be an implanted clone.
Now I want to show you. Here is the exact same thing in the head of Akhenaten. I mean in the head of Barack, who I believe absolutely 100% when the Lord showed me in front of clay, yes, he's a clone. Here's the nose coming down to the mouth. See it? I mean, I have a hard time believing this myself. See it? Right there. In Akhenaten, there's an alien that's in the back of his head that's looking back the other way. He is the Antichrist. The guy that houses this thing, this is the, whoever this is the Antichrist. Barack Obama.
The mystery of the scars on the son of perdition's skull. A message to the children of God from the mighty Jehovah. Message received on September 5th, 2015 from myself, messenger of the Lord, Gwendolen Ricks. My dearest children, I am giving a very unique message to my daughter at this late hour to convey to her some key information regarding the Antichrist and his surgical history. The information in this message from the one true God is not available on the internet because it is of national security. The information in this message is of the greatest importance and will be greatly scrutinized by the other children of God in the days ahead. My dearest children, there is a mystery to the multiple scars upon the son of perdition's head. It has been a plan in the works for a very long time. Some of the scars were obtained from surgical procedures he received years prior to even serving as an Illinois senator. He was handpicked by the Illuminati to be the final president, and he has had to keep up with the request of his handlers. You see, dearest children, in order for the son of perdition to keep up with the demands of the fallen ones, also known as the demon aliens, he must be in constant communication with them. He has received multiple head surgeries to keep updated on the technology to communicate with them. Every so many years, he has to have the hardware that was installed in his skull updated. It is a requirement of the beast and of the others that serve the fallen ones. My dearest children, in the future, you will see the introduction of the fallen ones on the world's computer and television screens, and they will need a way to communicate with their puppets that carry out their dirty work. The President of the United States and other world leaders are merely hand puppets for the fallen ones and are placed in their particular roles to carry out the agenda of the dragon. These creatures communicate telepathically and need a special type of equipment in order to give orders to the world leaders. This communication has been occurring for decades at the various military bases across the planet as they have been setting in motion a very sophisticated plan for their evil dictator, Lucifer. It is true, dearest ones. It is true. I am trying to unravel some more of the puzzle pieces for you at this late hour. Oftentimes, when the President of the United States goes on golf outings or prolonged vacations, it is for a surgical procedure that he receives on an outpatient basis. The surgical suites for these procedures are mobile and are headed by the New World Order. He also has a double that goes into the public for him as a decoy when these dark activities are underway. Many tricks are used to help throw the world's audience off the scent of their trail. They are devious. They are scheming at all hours of the day and night to carry out a plan to ensnare all the children of God at the end of time. If you have ever wondered what the plan truly was, dearest ones, just look outside of your windows at night. They are coming into your skies as you sleep and as you go to work early in the morning. They are traveling from far-off galaxies, and they have a very clear objective: to mark the children of God and to mock the Creator of the universe. I have my own set of plans, dearest ones. They will be successful to some degree as I give them autonomy to a point. But this is part of my plan to get the final remnant of my children to cry out to me and my son, Yeshua. I must close out this era of the modern day church. Ultimately, nothing can happen without my authorization. So as you see the events unfolding, dearest children, understand that it is my will that is being done, and I hold the reins in order to get my children who have been disobedient to cry out to me and my son. To my daughter Gwendolen, thank you for coming before my holy throne, inquiring of the scars on the head of the Antichrist. I pour out my blessings upon you at this time for your obedience. Love, the mighty Jehovah Elohim.
If you are elected and you learned that the government knew aliens had visited Earth and the public didn't know, would you make sure the public found out?
Well, it depends on what these aliens were like, and whether they were Democrats or Republicans.
Inaugurated, my hand would just, it'd still be hot from touching the Bible, and I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I go through everything to find out what happened.
Right.
Did you do that?
That's why you will not be president.
There are a lot of people that are going to examine your facial expressions here, every twitch, everything, and say, and of course, so did you look? Did you see? Did you explore?
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in, and he did check, and there was nothing.
Well, you know, that's what we're instructed to say. That's what we're instructed to say. The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.